It's live.
Uh, we are live. Okay, here we are. Hello, hello. I'm Ellie Walsh. Welcome to Empowered Dreams Hangout. And our goal here is to empower you. So we believe by sharing our experience, our knowledge, our strengths, and our hopes, that we can help guide you back to your power. So we've got a chat below. You're at the page here at empowereddreamshangout.com. There's a chat below there. One of us is always going to be in there checking it. If you got, please say hello. Tell us where you're from. If you've got questions, please put them in there. We will get to them. And we normally have a global panel, but I don't think tonight we do. I think we're all U.S. folks here tonight, right? Yeah, we are. So our global panel is not feeling well today. So, but today we're going to talk about something really important. I think I'm here as an observant now because it's time management tips. So let me just quick show you. First of all, Sydney's here, but she's on the road, I think. She's probably just leaving her job. So I don't know, maybe at some point she'll be able to jump in and say hi. Carol is here. Hi, Carol. She's waving to us. Are you going to say hi? Oh, Sydney fell out, see?
Hi. This is Carol, and I'm down the other end of the house from Ellie.
In upstate New York, I didn't say that, right?
In upstate New York, that's right. Good
Great.
to be here, and let's see what comes out today.
Yes, we need to know tips. So we have Catherine with us today. Catherine's over in California. She'll tell you all about herself, and she's going to lead us on our tips. So, Catherine, you got it. Go for it.
Well, thanks, Ellie. And I am Catherine Gould from Alameda, California, and it's nice weather here today. And it was raining yesterday for one day, but today it's much better. It's nicer. I love the sun. I'm tired of the rain, even though you guys in New York, you always had rain for a long time. So, but anyway, so it's nice over here. So today we're going to and I'm a mom of two boys. And I love working from home because then you can do what you need to do whenever you need to do it, not ask somebody for time off or even to go just to pick up your son from school if they're sick. So it's good when you can do it yourself. And I love the team here because they're all uplifting and upbeat, and they help you do your stuff online, so they're very upbeat. And now I'm going to talk about internet marketing time management tips that I've been reading about and researching. So the first one is to schedule work by setting up a amount of time each day or week to focus on that time, on that certain thing that you're doing for your business. So especially if you're part-time, you have to focus on your job, and then you come home and you only have a certain amount of time for doing your online business. So then you have to focus say this is what I'm going to do at this time, and just focus on it and do it. Otherwise, you're not going to get any further from your business if you don't focus. And number two is to chunk everything. Break your work into tasks and priorities, and do the most important ones first. Identify 5 key things that you want to do in the day or whenever you have your time that you do your business, and accomplish that for that day. You accomplish those plus maybe some minor things that you need to do. So like if you have 5, like making a list, or doing list building, that could be one of which is a main thing, and then maybe some other minor things that come up. Maybe you don't know them at the time, but they suddenly come up that you have to do. So you can write them down on a paper, and then you won't forget what you're going to what you have to accomplish. Number 3 is time yourself. It's amazing how much you can get done if you have a time limit. Because if you give yourself no time limit, then you just keep going, and sometimes you forget that you need to go and get up and take a break or something. So you can set your timer, or if you have an online app or a phone app, you can set it for a certain amount of time, and then you can do it, and then do something else, or take a break first, though. Let's see. And use a timer, because that's the best way instead of in your mind, because in your mind you might think that it's time and you've been going 5 hours instead of only an hour. Because I have a habit of doing that. So, what do you do? Number 4 is use your most productive time to work on the most productive items on your list. Most people have a time when they're most productive. I'm usually a morning person, so I do a lot of things in the morning. I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, so I have cats who wake me up, so I'm up. And so if you don't know that time, what you do is you do a few things at all different times to see when you feel more productive, and then you can do it, because a lot of people don't know when they are productive. So if you do certain things at a certain time, you can see whether you're more productive in the morning or at night, because some people are night owls and some people are morning people. I'm not a night owl. I sleep at 10. I try to sleep at 10. So let's see. Number 5, make a list at the beginning of the week to prioritize your tasks that need to be done, putting them in logical order of the things that will help grow your business, based on how big an impact they will have on the growth of your business. So let's say you have 5 things, and some of them are more important to make your business grow. You would do those first, so at least they'd be out of the way for that day. Keep momentum going by doing certain tasks on certain days, like because then you can only need to focus on one thing for a day. So like keyword research on Monday, product development on Tuesday, or list building on Wednesday. So that way, only that one day you can focus on one thing. You don't have to do all 3 or 4 things on one day. I haven't tried that really. I usually do a few things on one day. So I haven't tried that. I should see if I'm more productive that way. Maybe I will be. Sometimes I'm not that productive. just letting you know. Number 7, put on blinders by blocking out all other distractions. Now this is a big one with like Facebook, when it has the notifications on and you're trying to write an email and you suddenly see Facebook notifications, you want to go back and see what people are saying. So then it makes you forget or to not focus on what you were doing. So you should like close all your windows of the computer, or and close off Facebook while you're doing something that's non-productive, because that can really snap your time away. So let's see. Get up. This is one. A lot of us successful people get up before 6:30 in the morning, and then they find. I know, Ellie, you can't get up that early. They find a lot of time in the morning before everybody else gets up. So a lot of people that are successful, they get up at 6:30. So that's like me, but I'm not successful yet, but I will be. See, I will be. And you get a lot more done before everybody else gets awake. If you have children, I'm sure they're not awake at 6:30 in the morning unless they have to get up for some things. And number 9, always review your work to see if you're using the best of your time in tasks that are moving your business forward. That's a big thing, because sometimes you think you do something that's important and productive, but then it doesn't really help your business. So you may think it's a good thing, but it's a distraction or something. Let's see. Before you go to sleep at night, make sure you know what you'll be doing the next day. It helps your subconscious plan for the day before you wake up. So then you'll know what you're going to do in the morning. And use a brain dump. That's where it's a place of central ideas where you can put them down and to do things that you need to do, so you don't have to have your brain think about those things and you forget them. Like things that you need, like things to pick up. I have to make a list when I go to the store because I'll forget. So I need a list, and for my work I have to do a list too of things that I have to accomplish. Otherwise it won't get all done. And then the last thing that I have is, hold on one second, always remember to take a break. If you work too hard and too long, then you get mentally tired, and you need to have like maybe 2 hours you work, and then you can take a break of 10 minutes, and then you work some more, and then another break, because it helps you refocus on what you're doing, and then you won't be all stressed out, and you can walk, or you can go do something else. Don't do the computer. Don't do Facebook. Go and get up and take a break and go into another room or do something. Play with your dogs or cats, and so the break will be good for you. Good thing. So, well, that's it for this one. Anybody have any things to offer?
Yeah, well, I got to jump in here right away.
Okay, good. Uh-oh.
First of all, I'm really, this is, I'm laughing because I'm going, oh, damn, I know this. I start to implement it, and then I screw it up. But here's what I have to say first. You are successful. And anybody watching this here right now, okay, if you're doing just even first of all, where Catherine has been and where she's gone to is amazing to me. All right? You are extremely successful. So, and I think we have a tendency to go, oh, if I have a lot of money in the bank, it means I'm successful. And you know what? One does not equate the other. It really, really doesn't. And you need to be able to do the journey that you've been on, that we've all been on, okay, to then get to there. So the money just hasn't caught up yet.
Right. Yeah, it will. I know.
But you are extremely successful.
Well,
anybody watching this, if you're just starting out and doing this stuff, or even if you've been doing it for a while, start running that thing in your head that that's not true, okay? Usually, we don't see our own changes. It's other people who can say. So I know that I and everybody here can say, oh, Catherine, you are
thank you.
Extremely successful. We're so happy to have you on this team.
Yes, no, it's good to be on this team. I like this team, yeah.
It's really, really great.
It's helped me a lot.
I could say a gazillion things, but maybe somebody wants to jump in here.
Anybody else have any time management tips that I didn't?
I just have a lot of responses to what you said, really.
Oh.
And I'm glad Ellie jumped in on that successful thing because I was
I thought about it afterward.
As far as I know, you're not a seven-figure earner yet.
No,
I don't think.
But I will. No, but I will be.
But other than that, I would say, as Ellie did, my God, the things that you've accomplished and the amount of time that we know you as our team member is incredible. So let's get that one straight.
Yes.
Secondly, I think that was a fantastic idea you put out there about finding out when a person's productive time is. I pretty much have a pretty good idea for myself, but it took a while to figure it out, and maybe some people don't. So I think that's certainly something that bears looking into. Also, you were talking about having different types of lists, one for the week, one for the day, whatever. And I think that speaks to your concept of chunking things down. Find a big list for the overall picture of where you're going, and then smaller lists for the smaller goals that you have. Before you go to sleep business, actually I pretty much do that for two reasons. Number one, I find it's kind of a mini brain dump for me just to write down what's on my mind before I go to sleep, and also it gives me direction for the following day as to where I want to go with a list of what needs to be accomplished. And that business about the break, taking a break, we're doing that lately. Especially since the weather has broken here and it's nice and warm now, and it's great. I just get up, I go out on my front porch and listen to the birds for a few minutes.
Oh, that's good.
Just kind of get revived, and it's good. And the last thing I have to say, Catherine, is you mentioned also writing things down so you don't forget them, and man, can I attest to that. The other day I had this great idea for a blog, and I didn't write it down because I was sure I was going to remember it because it was so good. And then the next day I get up, gone. It hasn't come back to me yet, but I guess it will.
Write it down.
Yeah, right, exactly. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you very much for what you had to offer, and I don't know, does someone else want to jump in here?
Thanks, Carol, for putting your 10 cents in.
10 cents, okay.
Well, you know, they say 2 cents, but it's more than that. That's a lot of, you had a lot of things to good responses, so that's good. So I say it's 10 cents.
Well, thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Oh, hi, Terry.
Hello, yeah, it's Terry here from Australia. I'm a bit under the weather. I mean, it's winter here, but I'm actually a bit crook, so. Yeah, but thank you, Catherine. It's just such good reminders all the time. You know, these things are things we've heard before, but whether we do them consistently or really bring them into our routine is another thing. So it's always good to be reminded and go, I think we're getting to do that one. One of the, for me, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely a morning person, but it's also kids definitely in my house anyway wake up before 6:30. So I try, like this morning, I tried to get up at I got up at 6 to try and get ahead of them, but no, they followed quite promptly. So you've got to work around your family as well in terms of what works. You know, my timing is also when they're awake, so it's just something to work with. What just reminds me of something a mentor shared with me about structuring time. She says, I was trying to look it up just then as we were sitting here. I couldn't quite find it, but from memory, she recommends doing like a 20-minute stint with a 5-minute break, then 20 minutes, and do a cycle of 5. So do 20, like really focus, 20 minutes just straight out, not a skerrick of distraction, then have a 5-minute break, then 20 minutes. 5, 25, and so that's an hour and a bit cycle, and then just have a good half-hour break or whatever, go and have morning tea or whatever. But when I've done that, I've been really productive. Like just what I would usually accomplish in an hour of me kind of just working on something has been quite different. I'm just like focus. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that one in.
Thank you, Terry. But was it one thing you did, or is it like, did you do one thing different each time? I mean, each 20 minutes, was it different, or was it the same
well,
activity?
For me, when I've used it, I've mainly been trying to accomplish a certain task that is longer than 20 minutes. So but I've done a certain amount of it and then had a little break and come back to it and kept going on the same thing. Yeah. But yeah, you could just break it down into 5 short things that you're trying to get done and just really go, I'm going to do this in 20 minutes and just do it. Yeah. At least have a little break and then do the next thing. Just really, but it's about having that laser focused thing. Toby Black's really talked about this as well. It's like, especially for mums, like for like me with 3 kids, it's like my time is like, there's not a lot of it. So when I've got the chance to be focused, I have, to actually achieve anything, I've got to be laser focused. So to really go into your productive time with that mentality of, right, I'm just going to be really laser focused here.
That's good. Yeah, thank you, Terry, for that. Even though you're not feeling well, but thanks for coming out and saying that. Anybody else have anything to say?
First of all, the best thing you said, I think, was shut off Facebook.
It can be.
I don't do it. And then I jump over there, and then I go, oh, and then sometimes I go, oh shit, what was I doing? I remember what I was doing. All right, that's scary. Yeah. So it really is about getting laser focused, and I've heard that 20 on, and I've heard 10 off actually, but it's funny because they say I have those. People ask me if I have this, the alphabet stuff, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever the hell they call it. I won't even name it. All right. I've never been diagnosed because I haven't gone to a doctor to get diagnosed. I have no intention to do it. But here's one of the characteristics I have. I can have a gazillion ideas, okay, all at one time, and I think probably most of us here because we're creative people. But when I start to focus, I can laser focus. Then you're not moving me. Right, Carol? Carol's shaking her head. I could be here for hours and hours and hours because it's that laser focus. then and I don't care. And I use the timer. That's what I was showing you before. I use the timer.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And it don't matter that freaking timer went off. If I'm finally, like, in there, there's a zone I hit,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't know if it's good or bad. All right? There's a point that you got to go, oh, crap, I've tried to change that. Then realize I was fighting myself. So when you were talking about finding out where your productive time is, this is also finding out how you are, you know, what works for you. What works for you. So there's a part of a journey here when you do this. And people that have kids, God bless you, so how the hell you find any time to go to the bathroom even, let alone, you know, to work a business. And people that work a job. You know, some people have a job, a 9-to-5 job, and they come home and they have kids. You know, and they're still starting a business. And I say, I hope you do it. Might take you a little longer to put the pieces together, but you know, you're doing that for your own freedom. You know, if you can bring your finances to where you can leave your job, I'm going to assume most people are not going to work their job for free. Some people love their job. If you say you're going to work your job for free, and they say, oh, I would. I say 5 days a week, 9 to 5. Oh, no. Once a week. You see, right? Because it's time freedom that we want. It's that kind of freedom. So this, I did. I took all kinds of notes again. Terry said, we know this. We do know it. You know, and then we, you know, we go off. I go off focus with that. And then realize, because there are some days I think, oh, crap, what did I get done? You know, and that's not a good feeling. So even if you could just get focused on and say, I know I got that done.
Yes. Yeah.
That's important to me. Thanks.
Yeah, that's true.
Anybody else is jumping in?
Oh, Carol's jumping
in. I always think that there's three, in my mind, the three most important things to getting the business successful. One is, of course, your mindset, your foundation, your belief, your passion, your goal, your mission, blah, blah. Secondly is consistency, and I put with that persistence. I see them a little bit differently. And thirdly is focus. And I believe this topic that you've touched on today, you've done more than touch on it, you went into it rather thoroughly, Catherine, helps with that area of focus, because I have no problem with consistency in terms of I show up every day to do stuff, and I'm here, you know, several hours a day every day. But the focus part, how I'm using that time, you know, the lists, the taking the breaks, et cetera, et cetera. So I think this is going to be a great help in that area.
Good.
Again, for that, I thank you.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you got something out of it. I did doing the research. A lot of things I don't do, so I have to start. I would like to start doing that. I shouldn't say I have to, because it's up to me, but I would like to start doing them too, so I can focus on my business. So it'll go faster. I mean, forward more. So, yeah, there's a lot of things I have to do.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess it really is true. If you can, like you were saying, prioritize it. And again, if you only have small chunks anyways of time, figure out those things you want to do and schedule them. Schedule them in there. You know,
write it down on your schedule so you know.
One of the other things, and I don't remember to do this all the time, but I do it more than I don't do it. Facebook posts, you know, I go in there and I interact with people. So that's cool. But there are certain posts I know I want to get up. You know, some of them are about, like, hangouts, like today's hangout. You know, I posted on my Facebook. And some of them are inspirational that I know I want to put them out. You can schedule them in Facebook.
I haven't tried that yet. So.
Oh, yeah. And you can schedule, like, days ahead.
Oh.
So it's really cool. You tell it what time, what day. You can do two or three posts that you want to go out that day, and then do go in there. I mean, I'm still a human being. I'm going in.
Right.
And I'm talking to other people. Sometimes I throw up another post I think of as I'm sitting there, right? You know, and commenting and what have you. So I'm not saying to not be real on Facebook,
right?
But
yeah,
you can schedule those things to come out on these days.
okay.
You know, so and it's like just one of those other things in it that's kind of out of your way that you know these specific things are going up. Because sometimes I get so focused on what I'm doing, I haven't been over to my face. I actually don't go to my. When I'm that focused, I actually don't go to my Facebook page. Then people are like, "Where the hell did Ellie go?"
Yeah.
You know, so if you have something scheduled, at least it's showing up there.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a good one to do.
That's only on the page, though, isn't it, Ellie? Not on the profile.
No, you can do it. You can do it on your profile.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing.
Yeah, that's good because sometimes you don't have time to do it that day, so you do it beforehand. Then you don't have to worry about doing it to do those posts, and then you can do something else for the next day or so or something. So.
That's right.
Well, Sheena is amazing with that scheduling stuff. She schedules her whole Facebook kind of stuff.
Mom,
a month
have a present
in a month.
You can't schedule your kids though. There he is.
She like 30 days ahead.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, she does it for the whole month. She sits down and spends, 2-3 hours and schedules out the entire month's post.
Wow, that's an idea.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
And
all right, I'm going to mute myself out here.
you can do that with your blog posts.
Right. Yes.
So again, people that say I'm crunched for time, and in Kalatu, which tonight's going to be a big deal about Kalatu.
Yes.
So anybody here, make sure you connect so we can get you on that webcast. You can schedule way out in advance.
Yeah.
Days and days and days. So some people sit down and they do that. They take like several hours on a Sunday. They type up a whole bunch of blog posts and then they schedule them. And
Yeah, I
they
have
go
to
out.
try that. Yeah, I'd like to try that.
That's really cool because it also it's off your head. Then it's like, oh, good, that's done.
Yeah, like one a day or something like that. So that they're all done.
Yeah, you schedule them out one a day, then you can go in and just check comments and comment back on, when you can. Again, we all have different, time amounts that we can do it. So it really is important that we're talking about this because it's really important to be honest with yourself and decide what time levels do I have, and here's the other end of it. And we're talking about a business. So, I understand we all want to go out and play, and I'm not telling somebody not to go play. Playing is good. But you also got to say, if I'm working a business, not a hobby, all right, there's going to be some points that I'm going to take that time because I don't have it over here and the other, and I'm going to make sure I get that work done so that I can play all the time.
Right, yeah. Then you don't worry about it and you know it's done.
And get a business, and make a business, though. You've got to say, I really got to be serious about this. I can't be scattered all over. Because if you don't treat your business serious, your business won't treat you serious.
I heard that.
Yeah, that's the truth, right?
Yes.
So we're good. So I don't know if anybody else is going to throw something in here. You're all going to be quiet. We're all thinking, oh crap, I got to get off and go get my schedule.
But now what happens is that we shut down the Hangout and we mastermind ourselves. So we get to go through what we want to do with our business for a group. So, but if you want to know more about our group, or if you want to join us, then you can push the link on the other page. And
the page you're at here, and if you Hangout, there's a button right down there.
Yeah.
And we are going into a big webinar tonight, and if you click that button, you'll certainly be notified about that because Kalatu Premium is being revealed to the public. Now, some of us have seen it, okay, and it's a blogging platform for business. to truly run a business on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're excited about that tonight. That's happening at 9 o'clock. Some of you I know have been following us for quite a while. Click the button and just get in.
Yes, you'll like it. I mean, it'll be good for you.
And then buy a timer.
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned one.
Hey, I have one like that too.
Carol has a digital one. So we're going to close out. Again, click that button. Get in touch with the person who invited you here. Have a fabulous day. Also in that chat, if you have ideas of things you want us to talk about, put it in, because we read those comments. And we will see you all next week. We're going to hang out together. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Okay, here.